I showed you a few different headphones that you can use for sports. Now I have something very special for you, the Naenka Runner Chic, that is basically a bone conducting headset, and this does not protrude your ear, it's not getting on your ear, in your ear, it's just getting close your ear and uses bone conduction to get the sound through. So we want to check this out right now in an unboxing and review, so let's get started. So this is the packaging of the Naenka Runner Chic. Vigor versus Langlois is written here, and on the sides we can see some other things like, for example, comfortable wearing, titanium alloy frame, Bluetooth 5.0, magnetic charging, and we have HD sound, we have IPX6 waterproof, very useful for sports, 28 grams lightweight and enhanced playtime. On the back you can see the product itself. You can see the name of the brand again and the information, bone conducting device, model and number, Runner Chic it's called. And let's get it out of this box. It is a pretty simple and easy packaging. We have the instruction or user manual here on front with a nice QR code, and it is in English, and as my version is also sold in Germany, it's also a German version. How to pair, very easy, you just get them out. If you never had bone conducting headphones, it's very interesting. I'll show you how this will work in a second. Just let's check out what is inside of here. So we have a proprietary magnetic charging cable, as you can see here, USB, and then we have those pogo pins here that will charge up. I really would like them to have USB-C instead. And then, very interesting, because it's bone conducting, so what they provide you with is a pair of ear plugs, basically, that seal your ear. Why would you do this? To enhance the quality of music if you need this, because then if you have them on, you will have your ears closed, and then of course you don't listen or hear anything else. This is of course meant for casual listening and for sports listening then, of course, because you don't want to do sports with plugs in your ears. So let's get it out of here. Very solid build. You can see that we have the controls somewhere here. There we go. The controls, plus and minus for the volume up and down, and I think longer holding for skip a track, and the power button as well, play pause button. So on Android, for example, two times skips to the next, 3 times it goes back a song. So 1 time play pause. Also you can answer calls with this one if you want to. And the headset itself, these things here, these pads are coming onto your cheek and near close to your ear. Basically you're hanging them in. Here you can see it. This is where your ear will reside. And Naenka logo. And here we have the pins for charging. And that's basically it. Let's put them on. So this is how you wear them. So you put them on like this and then like this. So this is how you just don't put them in, you just put them on your cheek here, close to your ears, and that's basically it. And now I can power them on and start listening to music. If I find the right button, there we go. Find the right button, power them on. It says power on as well. I feel it vibrating a bit, and it's connected already to the device that I wanted to be connected. And then I can start just play some music by tapping there, and it's starting some music now. You probably don't hear the music right now, but they have of course some sound leakage as well. So they're not perfectly, I think not perfectly, now you hear maybe a little bit louder. They have the possibility to go louder, to go of course a bit quieter, and this is the possibility that you have with them to listen to music. And I can see the controls changing, like the volume and so on. I think it's pretty interesting, and first time you hear them playing is like very interesting, because you don't have anything in your ear, and it can get quite loud as well, but not as loud as in-ears for sure. And the thing is, what you notice when playing something back and you're holding it harder to your cheek, that the bass is gone. If you let go, there's a bit of more bass, but you in the higher volumes definitely feel the rumble on your cheek, which is something a bit unusual, I would say. And I think it might be a bit disturbing for some people, as they don't get so loud, they don't have so much bass, but those have, I think, still for sports and so on, an okay kind of bass. If you want to run around, you want to hear your surrounding and still listen to a podcast or something like this, it's not completely bassless. But that's the problem of bone conducting headphones. They don't produce so much bass. So there's a lot of mid and higher frequencies and a bit of bass, but you can get it to produce a bit of more bass as well. Just like I said, just leave them like this. Don't press them too hard in, otherwise the bass will be lost a bit. Otherwise, I just, it's super interesting to have such a technology here with you, because it's so unique. And you might hear something, maybe I hold it close to the microphone, have it now the loudest, I think, noise. So you have some sound leakage, definitely if you listen to it in the loudest option possible. But otherwise it is just simply, unobtrusive. So you can just simply listen to it even in your office or something like this, if it's not too loud, and still hear all your surroundings, which is pretty interesting. And your ears are free, so it's just perfect, I would say. So you don't have any issues when it comes to this. If you don't like in-ears or something like this might be the alternative. Of course, it is not for really enjoying music. It is more like doing some office work, being able to hear other people. The same kind of scenario where you would like open fit design, earphones, in-ear headsets and so on. This is, I think, the scenario. Also for sports might be very cool as well. You can hear everything around you. You can listen to your podcast at the same time, but not be like completely out of this world, running around in a completely different world because you are blocking your ears so much. So in general, I like the product. The battery life is okay-ish. I think it is 4 to 5 hours, and I had no issues with this one. And you have to wait a second, 4 to 5 hours. No, it is 5 to 6 hours actually. And I had no issues charging them up. Actually, this is working fine as well. The only issue I had sometimes was with the volume controls not working the way I wanted to work. So most often it was too slow in changing the volume. So I went to the smartphone itself and changed the volume there. Otherwise, it is getting a good rating for a bone conducting headphone. I think it is very interesting. The way you are wearing it might be a bit off-putting to some people. The band itself, you cannot like control the size of it, so it is like in my case, because I have a probably smaller head, a little bit standing out here at the back of my head, and I could hit it. Sleeping with those, probably not, because you always feel like the pressure on your cheek then, and this is like not for sleeping for sure. This is more like the name suggests, something for runners, people who like to run around, maybe cycle around town or a city or something like this. You want to listen to your podcast, but still being aware of all your surroundings. This might be a good alternative. So the Naenka Runner Chic, I really like those bone conducting headphones. I will give you a demonstration about their sound quality when you take calls, because this is also something sometimes very useful to do if you have them on. So let's listen to them in terms of calls. Otherwise, you will find the link to those down in the description. That's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time. Bye. So this is now a recording with the Naenka Runner's Chic and their internal microphones. What do you think about that? I really don't want to use them so much for calling because the sound quality is not the best here. And indoors it's still okay. So if you're in an office, take a call, that's okay. But outdoors, when running around with lots and lots of noises around you, then you might run into the issue that the partner that you're talking to is not understanding you. So those definitely don't have the best microphones for calling. But what do you think about the quality here of the Naenka Runner's Chic?